Hey everybody, it's Jeremy from nrvliving.com, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes and just answer the one question that everybody seems to be asking, or if they haven't asked, they seem to want to ask. I'll be out at dinner, at the bank, even yesterday at the doctor's office, which was a little awkward. You can see it coming. They kind of shrug their shoulders a little bit, they drop their chin, they grimace, and they say, how's the market? How's the real estate market doing? Well, it's almost 8:30 on Wednesday evening. I went home for dinner and I'm back at the office because I've got a ton of work to do before the end of the day, before the literal end of the day, because I'm stacked up with appointments all day tomorrow as well. And it's been that way for a couple of months. I'm working with a lot of buyers and sellers right now. Working with a lot of buyers who have jumped into the market because, well, not only just because of the first-time homeowners credit that's available to them, which is a good reason to get into the market if you're going to be in the home for a couple of years, 2, 3, probably 3 years. But also a lot of people that are relocating to the area from outside, from other states. A lot of people that are upsizing or downsizing within the area. There are a lot of people that are moving in and out of the Blacksburg Christiansburg area right now, and I'm working with a lot of them. On this other side of the coin, I'm working with a lot of sellers as well. Probably working with more sellers right now than I am buyers. Selling a home takes a lot of work. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Selling a home takes a lot of work because we spend a lot of time with. I spend a lot of time with clients getting the house ready. We stage it, we get it clean, we hire a professional photographer who comes in and takes amazing photos of the property that make it stand out in all of the different advertising venues that we use. They stand out from all the rest. And it takes a lot of work. I use the expression all the time that if at the end of all of this you look around and you realize, I don't want to move, this house looks too nice, that's when it's ready to sell. That's when it needs to go on the market. So we're spending all the time doing all of that stuff and getting pre-sale appraisals done and home inspections done if we decide we need to do that. There's a lot of work that goes into selling a house, and I'm spending a lot of time advising clients. I've got 3 appointments back to back to back tomorrow with 3 different sellers who are all in various stages of getting their house ready to put on the market. So there's a lot of activity going on in the New River Valley. Don't take my word for it, though. I mean, as I drove in tonight, there are 3 other agents that are here in the building. It's, as I said, almost 8:30, and we're all here working, and we'll be here till late. When you look at the numbers, when you look at what the market has sold over the course of the first half of this year, through March 11th of this year, there have just been, in Blacksburg Christiansburg, there have just been about 50, just over 50 closings during that time period. Now last year, during the same time period, there were just over 100 closings. So it's been a pretty significant drop, a 50% drop in the number of closings between that time, during those time periods. The average sales price, however, has stayed pretty consistent. It stayed about 198,000 last year, just over 198,000 last year, and about 195,000 this year. So a smidge of a difference, and I don't mean to trivialize it, but I really think it's too early in the year to really determine what that means for the market. I think we need to get into the second half of 2009 before we really know the impact of what's happening elsewhere outside the New River Valley and how it's impacting us. I do know that there are a lot of people going on the market, a lot of sellers that are going on the market, and that there are a good number of buyers who are jumping into the market. But they're not the same. I think we're going to see inventories high for a little bit. We're going to see buyers a little bit skittish. But all of my buyers are stacked up May, June, July. Everybody wants to close in May, June, or July. And so guess what? They need to get started now. A couple of points. If you're a seller, price your home right. I was looking earlier today. I think there were 400. Yeah, there are just over 400 homes on the market in Blacksburg and Christiansburg right now. Price your home appropriately. It will not sell otherwise. It won't sell. Buyers, take advantage of the opportunities that are available to you. And by take advantage, I don't mean find a property for pennies on the dollar, because guess what? You can't do it here. We just don't have that kind of a market. But there are opportunities that are available to you. If you have a job, if you have a documentable job, you have good credit. And by good credit, I mean probably 680 or higher, 700 even, would be good credit at this point. So if you have a documentable job and you have good credit and you have money to put down, and it doesn't have to be a lot of money. It could be 3%. You can get a good, solid FHA loan with 3.5% down. take advantage of the opportunities that are being made available to you, because they're out there. Sellers are willing to sell their properties, and buyers are willing to buy those properties, and we got to bring the two of them together. I know in the last couple of weeks we've seen properties come off the market in just a couple of days. I talked to a colleague earlier today who put it was a $380,000 house on the market 3 days ago. He's got multiple competing offers. So you price it right, it looks right, it will sell. I guarantee it.